Hey guys, I'm jumping in here real fast because I'm actually in a conversation right now via Messenger with a young lady who shared something with me that is actually quite common, unfortunately. And if this butt hurts you, I so apologize in advance. But I'm going to tell you, as a health behaviorist and as someone that understands how the psyche of the human works, you have to stop body bashing yourself, especially in front of your children. I don't care if you're male or female. You have to stop. You have to show that you are more than just your shell. And that this is just one component. Your shell is your body. This is just one component of what makes us human. This is not empowering. This is not mentally healthy. This is not emotionally healthy. This can be damaging. This is damaging. This is generational damaging. Because, and hear me out, let's say that you're a female. Did you ever hear your mom say, "Oh, I'm fat"? Did you ever hear your grandma say, "Oh my God, I'm fat," or "I need to lose these love handles," or "Oh my God, these pants don't fit anymore. I can't wear these to that wedding"? Or did you hear your great grandmother say like negative things, right? Like, build you up like you would build your child up. You wouldn't tell your kid, "No, Sally, you can't hit that softball." You would say, "Yes, Sally, knock it out of the park. Get it, girl. Pick the ball that comes at you at that pitch and swing when you're ready." You studied well for that test. You're going to get an awesome grade. Build yourself up like you would build up your child. Stop the negativity. That is going to get you nothing but more negativity. I'm not saying that you can't be realistic and look at yourself in the mirror and go, "All right, I need to hone in my diet a little bit." Or, "All right, I need to focus on making sure that I prioritize my workouts." "All right, I need to make sure that I'm eating more protein for the needs of my body." "All right, I need to put more lean mass on my body so I can continue to grow physically, grow in strength, burn fat, and become a healthier version of myself." If you say these things in front of your children, they're thinking that's normal, and they're thinking that's the way they should be talking to themselves. You have to pay attention to who is listening to what you say when you say it. You are responsible for what comes out of your mouth. And if you look at yourself in the mirror and go, "Wow, I got thunder thighs. Wow, I got saddlebags. Wow, I got 18 million love handles," and you say that in front of your children or your grandchildren, they're going to think that that's the way they should be looking at themselves and talking to themselves. And that is a negative behavior that is not empowering. It is not mentally, emotionally healthy. It's not spiritually healthy to point out your lack of physical health. Doesn't mean you can't say, "Oh my goodness, the doctor told me I got high blood pressure. I need to hone in my diet. I need to watch, this. I need to start taking this medication." I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm talking about putting your bathing suit on and a guy going, "Ugh," grabbing his belly and shaking it, to his son or to his daughter and being like, "Yep, don't look like this when you get older." That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You got to stop people. That is not setting you up for success. And as you can tell, I'm very passionate about this. As you can tell, I'm very kind of fired up and slightly irritated, for lack of a better word, but I don't mean irritated in a bad way. Like, I don't mean, I'm mad. I mean irritated as in I'm fired up and I need to do this now, which is why I even put that in there. Now, this needs to happen now, literally. Be real with yourself. Keep it real with yourself. But watch what comes out of your mouth and watch what you believe up in here. look at myself in the mirror objectively. And then I build my program on how do I want to tweak my physique. So remove the emotional look that you're giving yourself when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself objectively. Like a scientist would look at you, like a coach would look at you. Look at yourself with some objectivity. So you can step back and punt. So you can step back and be like, all right, I need to start working on this, or I need to start working on that. Or you know what? Let me just keep that diet honed in and let me be active more today than I was yesterday. Keep it simple, but stop with the negativity in your brain. Never underestimate the internal words and beliefs created to yourself from what you say to you. Never underestimate that. If you wake up every day and say, I'm overweight, my job sucks, my marriage sucks, that's the mindset that you're starting your day with. If you wake up every day and go, I woke up, I got a few more moments on this earth. Hey, Dad, good morning. Hey, so-and-so, good morning. Pour your cup of coffee. Pet the dog. Do you see the difference in that mindset? Do you see the difference in that shift? You've got one extreme to the other. You've got this huge self-love movement that says you need to love yourself no matter what your body image is or what your body shape is or what this is and what that is. And again, like I said in the beginning of this video, if this butt hurts you, I apologize. But yes, you need to love yourself no matter where you're at in your journey. But you need to strive to become better, to become healthier, to become thriving, not just surviving. I've worked with morbidly obese people for many years, and not a single one of them has ever told me, I love being morbidly obese. I love not being able, or let me rephrase this because this is a quote. It takes me 5 to 6 minutes just to get up off the couch to make it to the bathroom to use the restroom. Do you think that person loves that state that they're in? No. They don't. So don't believe this love me image thing that's going on right now, because those people that are in that condition are not happy with themselves. Don't co-sign that BS. I'm not telling you not to love yourself in whatever state you're in. I'm telling you to keep it real with yourself and try to be better today than you were yesterday. If it's taking you 5 to 7 minutes to get off the couch to go to the restroom, we need to drop weight. We need to be more physically active. We need to strengthen our bone density. We need to strengthen our muscles. We need to get moving so our body can support us in what we're asking it to do. Having type 2 diabetes, having hypertension, having high cholesterol, and being in an unhealthy weight are just not healthy. Facts. Facts. If you have type 2 diabetes, the likelihood that your child is going to get type 2 diabetes is substantially greater, 78%. If you get gestational diabetes as a female, the odds are that your daughter is going to get gestational diabetes 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 times that she's going to get gestational diabetes when she has children. So I'm not telling you not to love yourself in that state. I'm not telling you not to love yourself where you are. I'm telling you that you should. But part of that love for yourself then means that you want to be better. That it makes you want to push harder and work harder to hit the goals that you have set for yourself. But you can't say these things out loud in front of young peoples that are listening to you. You are responsible to what comes out of your mouth. And I'm glad that people share these things with me so I can then share this stuff with you. Because if I have 7, 8 out of 10 people that have the courage to say this out loud to me, then that means the odds are that probably everyone's thinking it somewhere, or at least 9 out of 10 people. And they're probably doing it and they're not aware of it. Because it's normal, because they were raised that way, that their mom body bashed themselves and grandma body bashed herself, or grandma body bashed mom. And now mom starts body bashing the daughter, saying, well, those jeans make you look big. Your butt looks big in those. Do you have a different dress you can put on? You look a little round in that one. That's sad. It goes back to the old thing that if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, right? And you could probably be saying that about me right now in this live. Well, if you didn't have nothing nice to say, why are you saying this? Because my job is to educate you on what is healthy. And that kind of self-talk is not healthy. That kind of talk aloud to other people is not healthy. I'm not saying that you can't have a conversation with your girlfriends on Friday night, or your boy or your bros on Friday night at dinner. Like, man, I really need to start working on these love handles. Or, you know what, my belt doesn't fit anymore. I'm not talking that kind of stuff. Those are your peers. Those are your friends. Those are people of the same, within the same age group. Those are your people that you're surrounding yourself, that are on the same mental, emotional, and maturity level, hopefully, right? I mean, if you're 38, you shouldn't be hanging around 18-year-olds, is what I'm saying. So you're like-minded individuals at about the same maturity and or intellectual ability or level, right? Hey, Miss Boyd, how are you? Good to see you. Those people you can share that stuff with. Man, I put on my swimming trunks because we're going to the beach next month. I got to cut out the beer. I got to cut out the cheeseburgers. I got to cut out the bowl of ice cream at night because them suckers are tight. And we're saving money for vacation. I can't go buy a new pair of swimming trunks. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's okay, but you don't say that to your child. You don't say that in front of your child. You don't say that to your spouse in front of your child, because your child can hear that. And then, boop, boop, that's been card cataloged in their little library system going up here. Our brain, our memories. And then I'm going to shift to the females real quick, because females are bombarded with crap. And this one does irritate me, because they see what's on magazines, or they see what's been photoshopped, or they see these people that got like 18 filters and crap on their stuff. That's why I do not Photoshop my pictures. Like, I don't even have that app on my phone, people. I snip the picture and I ship it to Facebook, or ship it to IG, or ship it to wherever. Because if I can't keep it real with me, how can I possibly help you achieve your goals? How can I possibly keep it real with you? I'm not educating you then. I'm not supporting you then. I'm not empowering you then if I'm whatever, filters, there you go. Whatever kind of filters and these different whatever things they got on these stuff that you can do. I got wrinkles. I'm very expressive with my face. You can see my pictures and see there ain't no Photoshop in there. So take your stuff. Be real with you. You can criticize yourself with your peers, with those that are at the same mental, emotional, maturity level as you, intelligent level as you, right? But don't do that in front of your children. Don't do that in front of young minds that are sponges, because they're literally absorbing everything. That's what childhood is. And they're paying attention to what you say. And if they hear it enough, they think that's normal. They hear it enough, they think, oh, now all of a sudden they're 15 and they got cellulite on their thighs, and they're like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I got cellulite. My mom's been saying since I was third grade, cellulite means you're fat. Cellulite means this, or I'm a poor example because I don't have bat wings, chicken wings, but like the wings, whatever, like, oh my God, that means that you're obese, or oh my God, that means this, or oh my God, that means that, or I don't like wearing tank tops because I've got, all this whatever right here. Don't say that stuff out loud to those young minds that are listening to you, that are looking at you for support, to teach them, to educate them, to empower them, to Talk to yourself how you would talk to your child before they're getting ready to go play a game, before they're getting ready to go take a test, before they're getting ready to go up, show up for themselves. Stop with the negativity. It doesn't mean you can't keep it real with you. It doesn't mean that you can't keep it real with people that are on the same level as you. But it just means that you're responsible for what comes out of your mouth. And you are damaging your children. You are damaging your grandchildren. You are damaging other young minds that are listening to what you say when you do these negative things. My father used to tell me, when it comes to meetings, when it comes to business environments and business events, if someone says something to you that gets your goat, do not react. If you need to, remove yourself from the situation. Get your butt to the bathroom. Get yourself in check. Look in the mirror if you need to. Scream or get it out. And then you go back to that meeting or you go back to that situation with yourself under control. So if you put on that bathing suit and you're like, oh snap, these trunks are too tight. Oh snap, my gut's hanging out over my strings, or you can see the cellulite on my thighs. Be mindful of what you say out loud. Pay attention to who's watching. Pay attention to who's listening. And then remember that you're also saying that to yourself. Are you absorbing that when you say that to yourself? And then defining who you are by that? Or do you know who you are and that's just part of who you are and you're working on improving that part of who you are? Because that's what you should be doing. You should love yourself no matter what state you are. But you should love yourself enough that you want to improve your current state in which you are in. That's the key. That's the key, people. Prioritize yourself like you would prioritize your child, like you would prioritize your spouse, like you would prioritize paying your power bill. Eating healthy. Getting your workouts in that you need to get whatever level you're at, right? That could be just body weight squats and lunges in your house, right? Because we're all at different levels. That's like paying your power bill. That's like paying your water bill. That's like putting gas in your car. That's the food in the kitchen, the gas part. You get that? And if this gets really loud, I apologize. There he goes. Cool. All right. So love yourself in the state that you're in. Realize that certain things, people, I don't know if you know, cellulite is pretty much hereditary. Okay? It's the way that your body dimples with the fat pockets. It's hereditary. Thank your mama. Thank your thank your ancestors from year 1348. All right? Because that's just genetics. That's just the way it is. You can be stupid malnourished, waifish, on the front cover of Cosmo magazine and have cellulite. You just don't see it because they done Photoshop that out. It is not an indicator of you being overweight or morbidly obese or unhealthy. It's genetics. You got brown hair. Why? Because it's genetics, unless you did it out of a bottle. But you understand what I'm trying to say here. You got blue eyes, unless you put in colored contacts. I got a beauty mark. That's genetic. I didn't implant that or sew that on or whatever the hell they call it. Right? So it's genetics. So stop bashing yourself. And if you do, be mindful of who's listening around you. Protect their emotional, mental, spiritual health. Okay? Love yourself so much in the current state that you're in that you want to improve yourself and be better today than you were yesterday. That's what the self-love movement should be about. That's what the healthy body image movement should be about. It should be about Yes, this is where I am today. But I love myself so much and prioritize myself and understand how important it is to be healthy. I'm going to get this shit today and be better today than I was yesterday. I'm going to show up for myself. And I'm going to help build those up around me with positive words that I say out loud. And then you keep it real to people that are on the same maturity level as you, the same intellectual level as you, the same space as you are, as in the environments, right? Like you wouldn't, for example, my father flat out says, I don't like your muscles and he hates my tattoos. Well, as you can see, I only have one tattoo. Come on. And as you can see, I got no muscles. But he respects me enough because this is me. I'm an adult. And he still talks to me about it if I want to talk about it. He's just like, I don't want to see pictures of that back all jacked. Right? And that's cool. So again, share those things with people that are on your same level. Watch the little ears and the little eyes that are paying attention to you when you say these things about yourself. Okay? You got to keep it real. But you need to be kind to yourself as well and say, I love myself. I'm going to show up for myself. And I'm going to work towards my goals that I want to achieve. And if that goal is 20 pounds, if that goal is 150 pounds, I've got people that I have helped lose. My greatest example I can give you is a lady that rolled up to me at 618 pounds. This is when I was back in primary care. And she said, I just want to be at a healthy weight for my body. And when I look at those charts, it says that I should be 150 to 175 pounds. I just want to be there. Do you understand the magnitude of that? Do you understand the magnitude of that? That's a healthy goal. Because I'm going to tell you this, those charts that are given are a standard that is just like, kind of like closing your eyes and throwing a dart. You know what I mean? Like legit. But at least she had some sort of clear direction and focus. And then when she got down to 200 and I think about 217 actually, she was like, because she was tall. She was like, jeez, oh Pete, I don't know. She made me look like a Vienna sausage. She was probably like 5'11" or 6 foot. And she's like, I think I feel comfortable where I am. I like me now. This is healthy for me and I feel well. I can perform well. I function well. She had arrived. She had no more type 2 diabetes. We reversed that lifestyle condition. She had no more hypertension. We reversed that lifestyle condition. She had no more high cholesterol. We reversed that lifestyle condition. And she was now in the overweight category for her height and weight, or height and size, and age, based on, again, those guidelines or parameters. But she was no longer morbidly obese. She lost 400 pounds, people. You're damn right she should love herself now. And be happy with that state that she's in and pat herself on the back for that accomplishment. And she sustained it now, thus far, for 28 months. So, not what the numbers on those charts say means specifically where we should be, because they're poor factors, but at least it gave her something to shoot for. It gave her an idea, because she knew that 600 plus pounds was not healthy, right? But she still loved herself enough to push forward every day and to push hard every day. And then also, let me tell you, because nothing was perfect in that journey, right? Like there was days that and I know I'm ranting now, but I have to, because this is passionate, people. This is fire. This is energy. Take this and learn from this experience. There was days that she's like, oh my God, I stressed out. I went after church and I ate with everybody at the buffet And I don't know what to do. And she would like call me in a panic, freak it out. And I'm like, okay, track the best you can of what you ate and then get right back on track to where you are for the remainder of the day. She's like, well, what if I overate? Like, I mean, I know I overate. What if I went over in this? And what if I went? And I'm like, just whatever. It was a moment. It was a moment. It was an event. Don't let that derail the entire day. Maybe skip your afternoon snack and eat your dinner the way that you're supposed to eat your dinner. Eat the dinner that you had meal prepped. It was an event. It was a moment. It was a blip. Does that make sense? So, especially when others are listening, be mindful of what you say aloud. And when no one else is listening, be mindful of what you say to yourself. You can say it and acknowledge it with objectivity on how to improve yourself, but don't absorb it and let it define who you are. Don't let it mess with your mojo so bad that you then get negative, depressed, and down on yourself. Allow that to propel you forward and use that as fuel for your fire to continue to push harder today to be better today than you were yesterday. Let me know how I can help you. Have a great day.